Alright, today's the day we gotta clean both our kegs. They're both empty. So we're gonna be taking them down and pulling everything apart and get everything nice and clean. And then we'll have to clean up our beer lines and all that and keg our new beer. So being that we're dealing with stainless steel, cleaning most people use, and I've been using too, is just a regular old powdered OxiClean. That works real well. And really all you need are just a few different types of brushes, carboy brush, things like that, and then of course a bottle washer works really great for rinsing the kegs out. And then this little one is the same brush that I use for cleaning out my my beer taps and things like that and lines. So this is good and useful for cleaning the small areas around the keg. So an important thing is to always use some sanitary gel lubricant on all the when you're all done cleaning and everything's ready and sanitized, on all the rubber areas, and also there's a rubber ring in here, things like that, big rubber washer. And that also helps with some of the seal as well. And it's got to be a very specific type that's made for for food types, sanitary food product type thing. And this is certainly one of them. So first thing we want to do is release any of the gas that we still had on there. Okay, so we had a good seal on there. I also, to kind of give it a better seal, I always put a couple of washers just on one side of mine, and only because it just gives them both a better seal that way. You just kind of slide them in when I go. So then you just open them up. So everything just pretty much gets rinsed out and taken completely apart. Everything that we can take apart we will. Brush everything up, clean it with OxiClean, rinse them real good, and then get everything put back together loosely at this point until I'm ready to sanitize. When I'm sanitized and done, then we'll quickly go through, piece everything back together, lubricate all the rubber wherever there's rubber, and then go ahead and fill it up. So first thing we'll do is just do a kind of a rough rinse of everything here. Just put the bottle washer on and put it on real hot water and just start cleaning them up. And now we'll add a little bit of OxiClean in here. Probably too much, for sure. And some hot water. You're going to find that things are going to leak a little bit when you shake these around. The steam's going to help seal these up a little bit, but they may leak a bit. So when we start shaking things up, if you're worried about it getting on the floor, do it over a sink. Okay. Alright, next we're going to take this stuff apart. I mixed up a little more OxiClean solution here. And all these things, there's little poppets in here that you can, take out of there. All that stuff gets cleaned, and then this rubber gets lubricated. Let's drop everything in there. I don't worry which one goes to which keg, as long as I keep them the same pairs. Okay, this also screws out. There's more pieces to clean and lubricate. And then of course this ring here. there you have it. That's all the parts out of your keg. And at this point, we pretty much start scrubbing it out like you would a carboy or anything else. You know, clean out all the inside, all the edges. And then I also use this brush here, dip it in some liquid, and clean out up in here as far as I can, and up in the bottom, and all those areas. Obviously, you just want to clean the whole, you know, all the pieces completely apart. Clean all these parts out, scrub them again. When you get them so they're clean up enough, we start rinsing them down. So all the small stuff matters a lot. I mean, you're obviously, you know, all your beer is going to touch all this stuff, so you want it to be super clean. I mean, you spent a lot of money and a whole lot of time getting it here, so you really just, you know, common sense cleaning. Okay, and these long dip tubes, you know, if you look inside them, both mine, I always see some little pieces of, I don't know what it is in there, but again, that's where the beer's, you know, it's where it's coming out. So, you know, there's going to be some stuff in there. It's hard to clean. So what I do is I grab, it fits perfectly, is a piece of video coax cable, but it's not RG6, which is what you would have for your cable TV at home. This is called RG59U, and this is the kind of stuff that you use for like a surveillance system in a, you know, at a business or something like that. So it's called RG59U. You only need, you know, a piece is long, a little bit longer than the dip tube itself, but it just fits. If you can see there, it just fits perfectly. So it's kind of hard to shove in there, but the beauty is it rubs nice and tight up against the edges, so I'm able to get off. You know, I'll just push it through till it comes out the other end. Okay, get ready for some final rinse out. All the small pieces are clean. Lift these off, do a quick inspection. Hopefully we're done. That's really about it. I mean, that's pretty much just cleaning, and the next step will be sanitizing and then kegging. And for 2 kegs, this should be all the parts you should have cleaned. Obviously, 2 kegs. And all these parts.